Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in to Channeling Joy again. I am Pamela Joy and you're watching the 21 Wishes series, and today's wish, we're already up to day 5, and today's wish is to be kind to yourself. So this is something that I struggle with, and I think pretty much everyone out there probably struggles with from some time or another. And I thought this was a good reminder, as much to myself as it is to all of you, to remember to speak kindly to ourselves. Because the thoughts that run through our brains, especially the subconscious ones, play out into our everyday life. And that's why I think it's really important for us to work on truly loving ourselves first and being really, really kind to ourselves. If you catch yourself saying something that you wouldn't say to your best friend or to a sibling or someone that you love dearly, don't say it to yourself. There's always room to grow in this life, and you know, there's gonna certainly be things that, yes, we can improve upon, but just be really careful when you're dealing with things like that you are seeing it as opportunity for growth as opposed to something to get all upset at yourself over. So I just really hope you can take away this idea of being kind to yourself, and that's in everything that you think and in the actions that you do, because at the end of the day, we only have ourselves. So this is just my little reminder from my heart to yours to trust yourselves, to be your #1 cheerleader, because at the end of the day, like I said, you only have yourself. And we are all born with amazing talents. We can do incredible things. So we just have to keep on believing. And if we put ourselves down and beat ourselves up every time we make a mistake, we're never going to really thrive. And also that reminds me, like I always say this, but don't be afraid of making mistakes. And when you make them, do learn from them. And tomorrow is a new day. Do better tomorrow, but also take everything that you've learned and make today great. Also, don't forget to reward yourselves. I think, you know, we work really, really hard and we accomplish a lot in any given day. Even just doing your laundry, for me at least, is a great achievement in and of itself. And, you know, being an adult, or if you're still in school or in high school watching this, just living this life in general is tough. It can be really, really hard. So don't forget to also pat yourself on the back. You know, congratulate yourself. Because I think the more we do that and the more we soak in all the little things, the more we allow ourselves to appreciate the bigger things as well. And going off of this idea of how do we be kind to ourselves, because a lot of these thoughts play out in our mind on a subconscious level. So you might be, I like to always think of it like our thoughts as, if you've heard this example before, like listening to a radio. So you can literally kind of or I guess figuratively, turn the dial in your brain to, rather than listening to this background noise of I'm not good enough, or I'm not tall enough, short enough, thin enough, big enough, whatever it is, talented enough, skilled enough, smart enough, anything like that. I'm not sure if any of those thoughts sound familiar to you. They sometimes run through my brain. But anytime you have where you are thinking things like that, that's running on a subconscious level, and that can be really detrimental to your overall happiness on a daily level. So I like to work with affirmations. I say that, and I personally haven't done it in a while, but this video has literally just inspired me to say, you know what, I was really in a good place mentally, and very happy when I was doing that. So I think I'm gonna go back to it. And you know, your affirmation can be, it can be something that you want to see play out in your future, or you know, anything that you want to manifest in your life. But even if it's something as simple as I am blessed, I am strong, I am brave, things like that, that you just repeat, or maybe you write it down and or you set it as your phone background, something that you see daily where it's just playing in your subconscious mind. I think that's a great way to sort of rewire your brain to thinking more positively and to thinking kind thoughts for yourself. Because a lot of times we don't necessarily feel like we have control of our thoughts. So I think that's a great way to play with the subconscious mind, to make sure that we're feeding it positive, uplifting things, as opposed to this message of negativity of I'm not good enough, and etc., etc. I think that's all I have to say on that.